guys, welcome back to the Boys in Green YouTube channel. You join us outside Celtic Park after we've just witnessed Celtic won at Ross County. Now we're here for post-match analysis. I'm joined by Nathan as well, just to go over the thoughts on the game. A pretty lackluster performance in the end, but we get 3 points, that's the main thing.
Yeah, it was very disappointing. I was expecting a better performance, to be fair. But
got the result, that's the main thing.
We got the main thing.
Part of me, obviously it's quite cold and stuff like that, but it was really, really poor. Some players in particular just didn't take their chance.
Yeah.
Folk were dead. There was no tempo. I think that was the main concern for me. There was a lack of tempo.
It showed a lack of mentality, I think, as well. We just weren't really there.
And obviously, because I was discussing like podcast yesterday, like this team can turn it on, but then they just switch it off.
It's like I run three good games, and then you've got one bad result, and it's just a flow in it.
There's a flow happening here. I get you sometimes you win games when you're nervy and it's a 1-0, but I would understand if this is the first or the second time like this has happened, but I can maybe get to the point now where I count about 6 or 7 times when it's been nervy, and sometimes we've obviously dropped points as well.
Like even at the end of the game, to be honest, you felt that Ross County could nick one back, and they nearly did if it wasn't for Joe Hart making a decent save.
Because I think obviously like if it's still 1-0 in the last 10 minutes, the atmosphere in Celtic Park starts to
turn against, and it's hard for the players. It's
not a good mixture because and obviously you're going to get nervous. That's fine, but just really, really poor. I just thought
it showed a lack of mentality. I think that was the main thing. Do these players really want it when it's hard?
You can do it. It's all right doing it against Atletico Madrid and
glamour teams,
but I think obviously the positive is we got the result, and that's the one thing to remember. But
we just need to keep winning. That's the main thing.
There's only so many times you can keep winning because it will catch up to you again, and we'll get a Motherwell or even a Hearts again, which I've made it clear it can't happen again. A Hearts.
No, I know. It can't happen again because you see Rangers are, as much as they're picking up results, hard results, and we need to keep doing the same, which we did today. But we can't leave it that close, especially if we score in the first minute and then nothing after that.
Because obviously the gap at the moment is 5 points. Realistically, it's probably 2 because I think St Johnstone's the Rangers game in hand. So realistically, we've thought about a 2-point gap. So it's not a big gap where Celtic can afford to drop points. I'm not saying if the gap was bigger, we could afford to drop points, but I can kind of get it. I think it was quite toxic in there. I paid a lot of attention to the atmosphere. I think it's quite toxic, and how the fans were just getting frustrated. I think the fans are really frustrated at the moment. Just with everything, really. I think the board and as well. I don't want to get it. We're talking about the match. I don't want to.
Yeah, I mean, this week we're going off on like more external factors here, but to speak about the game itself, you score in the first minute, you're like, all right, I'm expecting a pump in here.
Aye.
But then you get to the 30th minute, you get to the 40th minute, and it's the same. It's nothing's happened. It gets more and more. Like, would you say the fans get aggressive?
I mean, it's aggressive. I'd say they just get sick of it. To be honest, I just think that it's hard because it looks like it's impatience, but
you expect more, don't you?
You expect more, because realistically, the side we're up against, in all due respect, weren't a great side.
It's probably, one of the worst teams in the league, isn't it?
At the moment, I think we obviously discussed that as well. That you need to win the game, and that's fine. But you need to. Some games you need to win what you're seeing in the pitch. If you're seeing a good product in the pitch, you don't mind the old 1-0 where maybe stuff's not went your way.
Not to go on a tangent. No, I remember when it was Angie's first few games, and we never won.
But we've seen it.
And I don't see it with this team. But there's enough players there. Players like Leo Habada just play utter rot.
Absolutely shocking.
It was the first, he would run forward and then he would just pass it back. He just doesn't want to take responsibility.
And honestly, he's doing comments, but feel free to tell us if we're talking like a pish. But to be honest, it just wasn't good enough. Habada was. if you didn't know Liam O'Malley played for Celtic, you wouldn't think he was on the pitch today.
Exactly. I mean, he was probably, in my opinion, the worst player on the pitch today.
There's not many players for me that get pass marks. I think there's only two. And it's the two central defenders. And if you're two central defenders need to get pass marks against Ross County, I think that says a lot.
Exactly. I think they get the ball under Rodgers' system as well. But there's no movement ahead.
There's no movement. I think
that should
the midfield is really static. It got to the point, and I said during the game, I think it got to about 70 minutes. I said they've ran out. It felt like me they've ran out of ideas.
Exactly.
Celtic.
We were playing way too narrow. It was like screaming like put it wide, put it wide. But it was like we're trying to play through the middle of this team that just congests the middle. So what were we trying to achieve?
Because I think if you played through the middle against these teams that just are going to sit in, most teams in Scottish football when they come to Celtic Park probably
do you blame them? No,
I don't. No, I don't blame them at all. Because it's up to them to find a way to find a style to win the game or come with a positive result. But if you're playing wide, if you're playing through the middle, you're suiting them because it's just going to.
Well, I mean,
it's going to suit them because it congests it, and it's really congested in there.
You look at teams like Ross County, their whole team's basically over 6 foot.
Pretty much.
You can't put balls in the box because we've got Kyogo who's 5 foot.
I'm still surprised he's managed to body one of them in body.
I know, but speaking about Kyogo as well, I thought Kyogo was awful. And people will say he's not getting the service, but you'll hit your best players. You want the best players to influence the game, and he wasn't influencing the game.
I've said this for a long time. Obviously, we thought always maybe going to be the different type of striker that we had, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Obviously, it's been a big topic of discussion with our striker now, but I think
definitely
it needs to be a must. I think even if it was here,
every top team needs 3 strikers, and this is what's really annoying me, right? Is that game was carrying it for a different outlet up front, and Kyogo doesn't offer a box presence. You need somebody that's going to offer a bit, but you need somebody with real quality. And I know January can be hard, but you're telling me sitting watching that 1-0 against Ross County that one striker's enough?
I think I'm trying. I keep saying it, but the positive is we won the game. That you need.
I mean, to get on the game, what you added the player ratings?
It's not really ratings, to be honest.
Right, out of 10, right, Joe Hart. I'd probably just give him a 5.
5, I'd say. I thought he made that save at the end, which
made a couple goal-kicking errors.
He came out for once a cross and just didn't get anywhere near it.
Hit the crossbar. Scales and Vickers, yeah. 7 for both.
I know we're saying we get pass marks, but I don't think you didn't know it needs much to stand out in that.
In terms of the game, I'd give them both 7s because I thought they both controlled the air really well.
They done what they had to do, but you expect that for especially Vickers, but you expect that.
Bernabeu.
Do we need to? Bernabeu is really strange, and I've said this a long time. I wanted Bernabeu when he came. I think it was interesting signing, but we wanted Bernabeu to succeed and whatever.
Yeah,
but that was just Christ.
I didn't do that bad. It just shouldn't be at Celtic.
His positional sense, really, that's the first time I think I've seen Bernabeu. His positional strength, I've really paid attention to it. Was awful.
But I think people are over analysing Bernabeu just because.
Probably it is because he's just back in the team and everything. How's he going to go on? I get that, but I just felt really poor. I'd 4.
I think 4's a bit too low. I'd give a 5. A 5. I don't think he didn't do anything particularly
Alistair Johnson
scored the goal.
I'd say he was actually okay.
I'd give him a 6.
6, I'd say.
I'd give him a 6. Midfield, thought this was the weakest area of the team, to be honest. This game anyway.
McGregor, I don't know when.
I'd give McGregor a 4.5. I thought he just didn't really do anything.
Wasn't as bad as Bernabeu.
Sure.
So this is going to work out because obviously if you're giving Bernabeu that rating.
Yeah. A 5. Don't know what day.
I think he didn't know do it, but he did do it in long. So I think 5's probably 5, 6 probably is the best.
Who's next? Bernardo. 4.
Thought he was. I thought he was okay.
I don't think he'd ever done anything. I think him and O'Reilly
actual.
both 4s a day. I think. Not to take away from what they've done. I think this game the whole team was just lacking.
I think I'd maybe give O'Reilly a 6. I think I know it's out there, but
he never done anything.
He was okay in the first half, and
I disagree. I disagree. How many times so we get the ball, put it in a good area, but the passes overhit. That was constant.
Aye.
That was constant.
So we can obviously have 2 ratings, but
I'm giving O'Reilly a 4, and I'm giving Bernardo a 4.
Aye. Tackles.
Palma 1. Missing 2 penalties now.
We even spoke about that. With Celtic needed a penalty
It's an
taker.
embarrassment. How a
2 opportunities.
I'm going to sound like for Celtic die here, but how a player that's getting paid thousands upon thousands a week can no score a penalty for 12 yards? That's what they're paid to do. It's easy.
It's no. It's the thing that concerns me. It's not just Palmer. There's
It's the whole team. You know, McGregor's had a shot at it. Rotten, Hatate rotten, Kyogo rotten, Palmer obviously.
I'd say a 4 again.
Right. I reckon I'd give him a 5. I'd give him a 5 because he drove in a few times. A badder 2, worst player on the pitch by far. This game anyway, just hide. Kyogo is a 3 for me.
4.
How can you? Kyogo never touched the ball.
It's hard to judge with player ratings because just I think you can see. To be honest, I think we just come to an overall conclusion. Everybody was poor. Everybody was.
And then even point giving pass matters to anybody because at the end of the day, when it's a team
poor, but at the same time, we won the game, and that's kind of
exactly on to the next one, I suppose. But the passing tempo just needs to be quicker. But
you know what? One man I can speak about VAR.
The times.
What is the point?
I get how
timing.
You know what? It should be like VAR in rugby, where you can hear what the officials are saying and see, but the breaks are just way too long. You know, it should be looking at a line.
Because this is my main gripe with VAR. You don't go to the football to sit there.
Sit there, mate. You want
to watch the game. That's what you pay your money for, and I think that's what fans are annoyed about. You're just sitting there, and then added times getting wild, like 5, 6 minutes, man.
Both halves as well. So
I think it was 5 in the first half, and then 4 in the second half, and it's just like, what is the point?
Exactly.
What is the point? I don't. The lack of communication for me is stark as well. There's no communication.
The fans in the stadium are left to guess.
They're left to guess, and where we sit, it's kind of like if it's down the other side, you can't barely see it. So I don't know what's going on. But
tend it off. I think we just need to
get the result.
Put this one behind us. We got the result,
and maybe hopefully it's just we got one of the games, and we go to Aberdeen next week.
Aberdeen, I think Aberdeen more players will show up for it because it's a bigger game, but. I'm hoping.
I don't doubt players showing up for games because these players have shown what they can do. Half of this team won a treble.
Most of the team are only the two
Bhoys and Jota, obviously. So, but I just think it's one of these performances. We're 4 wins in a row. So back to the league business, just keep winning.
Just need to keep winning.
But I think that's the main thing. But who was your man of the match?
Man of the match. If I was to give it to anybody, it'd probably be Liam Scales, to be honest.
I think Scales was decent. I would go with Liam Scales as well. But that's it for full-time reaction. Please like and subscribe, and we'll be back later.